Many of us are focused on football right now, but we're going to talk a little baseball. West of Pier graduate Gd7 Berken, who now plays for the Chicago Cubs, is in town. Stopped by to talk to us this morning and to tell us a little bit about a camp going on this weekend that your kids might be interested in. So here's Jason right there. Jason, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Nice to see you. Now, how are you physically going into this season?
I feel great. I feel healthy. Last year was my first season starting again. I threw a lot of innings, but for the time being, I'm healthy. I feel great. I was able to heal up this offseason, and I'm excited for this season and getting things ready to go here pretty soon.
Now, for those who don't know, you started with Baltimore. Orioles had a good season last year, and then you were traded to the Cubs. How is that? You know, a lot of times we think as a baseball fan, oh, that's good for him, but you don't really think about the fact that you have a young family too. How does that affect your family? It's
tough. I mean, I think people understand how hard it is for the wives and for the kids, and fortunately for me, I have a great wife who supports me with my baseball dreams. And you know, picking up and leaving and going with a 16-month-old baby is tough, and having to find a new place to live, travel accommodations. I mean, basically you're packing up your whole life that you have there at the time and move into another city. So it can be stressful, it can be tough, but like I said, my wife does an incredible job with coordinating that stuff and makes it easy on me and just kind of allows me to focus on the baseball end of it because she handles everything else on the other end so well.
You went from being a starter to a reliever for a while, right?
Yes.
How is that now you're back to starting?
Yes.
How was that transition first to get into the reliever mode? I mean, when you're brought in there with runners on base?
Yeah, I think it's more of a mindset thing, to be honest, and your preparation is a little bit different. As a starter, you have 5 days to prepare in between starts. And as a reliever, I think one of the luxuries is you kind of come to the field every day thinking you have a chance to pitch. So mentally, you got to stay sharp every day, whereas a starter, you kind of have some days almost to let down in a sense mentally. But I feel comfortable doing both roles. I've had some success doing both. So I think that's kind of one of the things that the versatility allows me to have more options, which is a good thing. So whether it's starting or relieving, I'm happy to do both. And obviously your goal is to pitch in the major leagues and help the Cubs win.
Who's the toughest, as an Oriole, who was the toughest hitter you went against?
JD Drew was a guy that had a lot of success against me. We faced the Red Sox, and he'd bat lower in the lineup when I wasn't pitching. And the days I would pitch, he'd bat leadoff. So I think
Why is that?
It was
Why
pretty
are some
obvious.
Guys just, you know, they're a thorn in your side.
I have no idea. He's obviously a very good hitter. He had a lot of success in the big leagues, but I swear every time he came up, the bases were loaded or guys were on second and third, and he would either hit a home run, a double, or a triple, or something. Just no matter what I threw him, I could throw it underhand and backwards, and he'd still find a way to hit in the gap. So he was one of the guys that had a lot of success against me. But you know, Miguel Cabrera is another guy that was a very tough hitter to get out. Josh Hamilton, the guy at the Rangers. So the American League is an incredibly challenging division in the AL East especially. But the National League is full of a ton of great hitters as well. So I think at that level you face a ton of very, very good hitters.
Well, Jason, we're all proud of you for being in the major leagues, and I know that there are some folks watching that want to get their kids involved with this camp. It's this Saturday and Sunday, and you still have some availabilities, right?
Correct. Yeah, there's still time to sign up. You can go to our website, berkenbaseball.com, to find all the information on the camp. I believe this year we have nine guys working the camp that have major league experience.
Great.
So it's a pretty rare opportunity for kids to learn and pick up some things from guys who have played at the highest level. And for me, it's just all about giving back. I've gotten so much from the community. It's the least I can do to kind of help give back to these kids and maybe give some kids some hope and realize that it is possible to realize that dream, because you know, I was in their shoes at one time when I was younger and trying to live that dream, and fortunately enough for me it's worked out, and hopefully these kids can realize that same dream.
Exactly. Well, Jason, thank you very much for joining us, and once again, you get more information on the camp, fox11online.com.